Okay. Give everyone a minute to pop in. How's everyone doing today? I have had a busy day. Oh, I gotta check for like last minute submissions. Hello, Rogelio. I am not currently jerking the bean. I think that would go against terms of service on YouTube. So, one thing I wanted to say, I think it was 2 weeks ago or something that some of you guys commented on like the mic sounding weird. I figured out what was wrong and it was weird. I thought it was like a bad plugin, but apparently the XLR cable was buried under other wires and it was making it hear like some kind of electric frequency. So I moved the cable and everything was fixed. I don't know why that was a thing, but yeah. And then I told you guys that the story of Attack on Titan, like the 2-hour version, it got what is it, copyright striked to the point like I got a strike for it, but I counter notified them. It should be good in like, it's usually 10 business days, so 2 weeks from now I should be able to upload that and you guys can watch like a full version. So before that was just on Patreon because they didn't let me post it here. It was like they thought I was posting the Attack on Titan movie for some reason, which I wasn't, but that was the reason they wouldn't let it be visible. So yeah, I sent a counter notification to tell them like it's the wrong use, it's not what you think it is. So yeah, that'll be out, and I'll try to do the Death Note one after that. So yeah, and then I've been working on a Devilman Crybaby video, and that's about done. I'll probably finish that this week. Yeah, you got an hour. I got work in an hour. That's fun. Hopefully you like your work. You had a good day? Okay, overrated. It's good to hear. My day's been good. It's been busy. I worked, and then I worked out, and now I'm here. So, but I enjoy it. You're at work every Wednesday stream? Oh, okay. Working the fryers. Nice. I've never worked with fryers. I worked at an Italian restaurant. We did pasta though. The boiling water, be careful around that shit. You got boiling oil, which is like a step up. I like Frien. I like that show. It's very good. Yeah, the Devilman Crybaby video will be mostly about, let's see, mostly about prejudice and how devils and humans aren't that different, because that's kind of how they paint them as. But yeah, that one will be fun. Not fun actually, sorry, that's the wrong word. It'll be good. It's gonna be kind of sad. That is some hot oil. Any updates on the wedding planning? No, most of it's planned. So I was in charge. My fiance, I'm a man, right? I'm probably not the best on, I'm not the best on little details like flower arrangements and like table covers and stuff like that. Not something I think about. So she did most of the wedding planning and I did the honeymoon plans. Like I planned out like the 3 weeks we're spending in Japan. So I had my duty and she had her duty. But yeah, it's mostly done. She's got everything pretty much figured out. It's like last minute stuff at this point. Viewers agree Boruto is the best anime for people with insomnia. I'm sure. I sped run through the first 180 episodes, and by sped run I meant I skipped everything but the good stuff, and I still didn't like it. You gonna make a video of why you think it's #1 on Mal or no? Oh, Freeland? I don't know, maybe. I think it kind of deserves to be up there, but I don't know. Number one, that's hard to debate because it's mostly opinionated how people feel and like what should be number one. But I think Freeland's good. I think it deserves to be up there. You could make a case if it should be number one or not. All right. Anyway, today I said that we're going to be looking at your guys' Annie list or Mal list, whatever. I have 4 right now. If any of you guys in the chat right now want yours to be looked at, you can just put it in the submission box in the Discord, because I can't look up your profile. It doesn't really come up most of the time, or I just don't know how to do it. It could be either one. Raffle a ticket to your wedding. That'd be interesting, but probably not. Free rent is not done, yeah. So, we're gonna start with the first one. It's from Jackbot. He was on it. He actually submitted it like the instant I put it in. I put the submission thing up. So he said he was a film buff. He has his box, his film thing right there. But yeah, we're gonna check this out. I think, let's think. We'll look at your 10s. We'll look at your bottom ones. Like 10s to bottom, and then following, I need to pop the chat out so I can see it. Following that, we'll scan the middle area, see how your ranking middle area shows. I'll read your bio so I know if you have like any specifics on how you're rating things. You don't have one? Well, that's a bummer. You should make one. I don't know. I thought most people had an Annie list, but I guess not. Maybe I thought I was more usual, more common. Opinion on Invincible. I think it's good. I read the comic. I haven't seen the show, so I think the story's good. List isn't complete. No worries. Never used Mal till last night. Damn. So you're just making it from scratch right now. Latros. You read more manga? That's okay. We can still look at your manga list. How's the PC, Fuka? It's doing good. I've had no issues. I had a lot of driver updates and shit to do 2 nights ago, but it was smooth. It was not a problem. It's a lot better at handling Premiere, so that's a great time. It is a lot of work to start them out, yeah. Go ahead and send on the Discord, because I don't know how to find yours, Gino. First time hearing about this? Yeah, I did a community post. Obviously, not everyone sees those on YouTube. That's why the Discord's like the best place to get this information. But I don't even remember if I said anything in the Discord. I just kind of made a submission box. Yeah, all right. So we're going to look at Jackbots right now. He likes deeper, more obscure shows. That is probably a common thing amongst you guys. Not a massive shonen fan outside of Chainsaw Man, One Piece, and Dandadan. That's an interesting combo. Okay. So you picked 2 of the newer shonen, and then you got One Piece in there. All right, so you have some shit. I have no idea what this is. But I see Monster and Perfect Blue, Princess Mononoke, Cowboy Bebop. This is the Evangelion last movie, right? Yeah, Thrice Upon a Time. So you gave that a 10. Wow. Okay. I've never seen this. A movie. Looks interesting. Mind Game. I haven't seen this either. Interesting art style. That seems up my alley. I'm actually going to add it to my list. What is it? Oh, Panty and Stocking. You gave that a 10? Damn. Okay. I don't even know if you're here to defend yourself, but I want to know why. Look Back. I haven't heard of this one. Vinland Saga Season 2. That makes sense. I don't know what this is. Spirit Away being 10 makes sense. Millennium Actress. It's a movie. I'm going to put that to my list. This is really just me finding new shows to watch and movies. Okay, these all make sense to me. You're a big fan of Tenchi no Tamago. Okay. Mushishi. This is season what? This is special. Okay. More Mushishi. Okay, you're a big Mushishi fan. Clan adds 10. That's your last 10. Alright. Akira. Then One Piece fan letter. Pluto. Serial Experiments Lane. Slam Dunk. Okay. Right now, I mostly agree with you. What do we have here? You paused Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Okay. Pause Spy X Family. This is... Okay. This is an interesting pause category. I don't know why you paused these two. I can understand these two because they're long. You dropped One Piece. You didn't even watch Sword Art Online. You just dropped it right away. And you dropped the final season of AOT. And the Entertainment District arc. Wow. Holy shit. Oh my god. I don't know if I agree down here. You did give Odd Taxi an 8.
Oh no.
Look Back was great. Okay, I've never seen it. Yeah, Gino, send it in the submission channel. Mind Game is by Yusa. I don't remember who that is. Oh. Oh, I know who this is. Never mind. Okay, that makes sense. Everyone watched Look Back? Okay. I need to watch it, apparently. Millennium Actress is good. Yeah, I mean, you can do Mal lists. Just submit them. Any list is fine. I don't care what platform it is. Right, so the Uzumaki makes sense here. You got some Dragon Ball, which kind of makes sense. I didn't know other people watch Mars of Destruction. I assume somebody... Did you seek this out, or did it just happen? Did somebody tell you to watch it? That's my curiosity. Because I found it randomly. What is this? Is this Made in the Abyss? Holy shit, dude. You put season 1 down here? Okay. I feel like that's a hot take. You didn't even rank it, actually. These three aren't even ranked. What even is this? This looks like a yandere. Garden of Sinners. Maybe he just fucked up. I can't believe Made of an Abyss would be this far down. I can get like everything after the first season, not just like liking it. JJK 0 down here doesn't exactly make sense to me. There's a big drop off here. We have very minimal under 6s. Very minimal. He really liked After Story, but hated the first season. Oh my god, you didn't like When the Wind Rises? I need to hear an opinion on this. I don't know how you don't like this. I thought it was good. I don't understand the hate for that. What's that? That's the TV version of the movie? That makes sense. I'm not against putting Demon Slayer Season 1 here. I don't think it's that good. You can submit in the Discord. There's a link in the description of this live stream. You can find it. And just go to the submission category. Rated Samurai Champloo above Cowboy Bebop. Did he? Cowboy Bebop's 10. Maybe you're talking about... well, yeah. Cowboy Bebop's 10. Champloo's 9. I think that's okay. Hunter x Hunter, JJK, and Taxi was really good. Vinland Saga to Eternity. Yeah. Alright, sounds good, super nerd. Alright. Building my opinions here. We're working with whole numbers. Okay, Porco Rosa's a 7. That's okay. JJK is 7. So you disliked them. Okay, he disliked the movie, but liked the show. I'm confused by that. Did he not like... He must have not fucked with the Shinji guy. Yeah, Yuta. Basically Shinji. JJK's Shinji. He not a big fan of Fruits Basket. It's like a 7, I guess. Ghost in the Shell's a 7. Interesting. Okay. So we got Nazca up here. But not When the Wind Rises. Not a fan of the Wind Rises, apparently. So I haven't finished this show. I only watched one episode, but I think it's a common thing. Most people like it. I probably need to actually finish it. You put Kiki up here. I don't understand the hate for the Wind Rises from this. I think it deserves to be an 8 at least. Paranoia Agent's something I need to watch. Even put Ponyo above When the Wind Rises. I'm surprised you didn't like... This is End of Evangelion, right? Yeah. You put End of Eva below Thrice Upon a Time. You liked Thrice Upon a Time more. I really want to know why. You also... No way. Is Code Geass Season 2 above Season 1? No fucking way. I don't understand. I don't understand that. You can't do that. You can't do that to me. Why? Don to Don's an 8 by Space Dandy. Okay. I got some questions. I wish... Jackbot, I wish you were here. Yeah, I think he put, yeah, he put the movie. This is the Cowboy Bebop movie. Pretty sure, yeah, it is. I understand that. For the Shampoo comparison. I still haven't watched all of Space Dandy. I've watched a few episodes. Should watch more. Alright, Super Nerd. I'll check the... We'll get through these 4. And then I'll check the Discord again and get the rest. I have not seen this. I don't know what this is. Wolf Children. Alright, I think I'm ready to make a decision. Jackbot, you're an interesting guy. Your list is very intriguing. I don't quite understand some of your placements, but I think it's a good list overall. I think we can give this a solid... Well, if we had to rank it, we'll use 5 stars. I'd give it a 3. Maybe a 4. Your 10s are all interesting. I don't understand some of the hate for some of these down here. Specifically, I don't know why you dislike this so much. This is, I assume, not supposed to be here, and I don't know why the Wind Rises was put so low. That's my biggest curiosities. But other than that, yeah, it's a solid list. I like it. Okay, we're on to Lydios. I was the only one watching your Twitch, but you only respond to YouTube people. Yeah, oh, my bad. Yeah, I have this multi-chat feature, but it doesn't work, so I have to like either look at the Twitch chat or the YouTube chat. So I'm sorry. Most people are on YouTube, that's why. I agree with this list is very different than what I would put Code Geass Season 2 above 1 as criminal. Yeah, that's the biggest upset for me. I'm gonna keep with the 3 on that one. 3 stars because of that. JJK movie. Oh, there you are, Jackbot. All right. I gotta bring this back up now. I gotta bring this back up. Okay. Didn't mess with it. Just forgettable. That's fair. I understand. I can understand that. Okay. Okay, Jackbot. I want some clearance. So you were not a fan of Made in Abyss? Or was this supposed to be higher? The other, I need some explanation on the Code Geass situation. I don't understand. So you liked Season 2 more, and why? I'm really curious. Everything else I agree with. Yeah, I'd say so. Also, you paused these 2. I was curious why. like Space Dandy because each episode is unique. Brought in a lot of different artists and kind of said they can have free reign of each episode. That's cool. Just not a fan. Just dropped the score of Made in Abyss because I didn't want to get roasted. Oh, that's fair. I cannot talk because I haven't watched it. I'm doing a video on it because I keep getting told it's good, at least season 1, so I'm going to check it out. But yeah. Makes sense, you don't want to... There is a big group of people that really defend season 1. Yeah, what about Wind Rises? What, a 6? What happened? What did you dislike so much? That was the other thing I thought. Did you put Sunny Boy on here? Did you watch Sunny Boy is the question. No, you didn't. That's okay. You don't have any planning. I guess you just don't use that. I really like the ending to Code Geass a lot. Okay. Season 2 is a lot messier, but the ending is so strong. That makes sense. I can get behind that. I can get behind that. 3.5. 3.5 stars. Okay, we'll keep it rolling then. Lydio even changed the color of the buttons. Alright. So you're watching Keijo right now. I don't know if you're here, but that's an interesting choice. Hell's Paradise as well. Okay. So your 10s. Let's look at the 10s. 86 fan. I've been told to watch this, have not yet. Looks like you like Monogatari as well. I can get behind that. Frian's up here. You were a fan of the end of Attack on Titan, I can tell, because you gave the end a 10. I don't know if I would agree with that, but I think most people wouldn't. I've heard a lot of grievances, and I've defended the ending, but I don't think it's a 10. It's like a shewed version of the Code Geass ending. I like this part of AOT too. The Erwin Smith speech. Big fan of Gintama, looks like. Liked ReZero, liked Steins Gate, Vinland Saga, My Romantic Comedy. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of shonen stuff. You like shonen, I can tell. I forgot to look if you have university student, businessman. You're an Osu player. Hell yeah. Alright, I kind of have a general sense of this. Mushoku Tensei. I agree with that stuff. That I can see you're definitely a shonen fan because you put a lot of it up here. What's in the below category? Okay, you did not. This is the OVA of that show. I forget the name of it. You don't like these OVAs. Okay. Your lowest is a 5. That's crazy. So you've never watched Slop is what I'm getting from that. Okay. Did not like Nisei Monogatari. I'm sure maybe it's the toothbrush scene that put it there. You watched Sunny Boy and did not like it. Okay, I disagree with this take right here. 86 isn't too great. It's interesting that it's up there at 10. It's the first thing you see when you get on the list. You're gonna lose it when you see my scores. I can't wait. I think The Wind Rises had potential to be more emotional. I didn't cry. Okay. That's a fair grievance. I can understand that. I did cry though, so it got me. I was disappointed that it didn't quite make me super emotional. I understand that, Jackbot. I got you. If it didn't get you, it didn't get you. That's pretty much. What are you saying, Eric? Do you want your list seen? You put in the Discord. No Sunny Boy slander. See, okay. Lydios not here to defend themselves, but I do not agree with Sunny Boy being there. Everything else seems okay. I get where all of these are being placed. I'm sure this is because the toothbrush scene. I can understand that. Didn't like Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. That's... I think it's like a 7.5, maybe 8. So... like, I don't even know some of these shonen. Like, Missing Kings? Never heard of this. Higher than stuff I like. Okay, let's see. Bochino Rock. K. I still don't know what K is. There's multiple Ks on you. I don't know what this is either. Oh, this is the terrorist anime. I've heard about this. I've heard the Trash Taste guys talk about this. Never seen it though. Might have to do a video on it. Definitely a shonen guy though, because there's just so much shonen up here. 86 though is interesting. All right, what did he drop? He paused Yudu Camp. Not seen this one. I think it's the girls that go camping. And he's planning a lot of shonen. This is a good one. To Your Eternity is a good anime. At least the first season is. The second season was okay. I like the first one more. No way you're planning this. Don't watch this. Do not watch Change Soldier. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's terrible. Mirai Nikki. Okay. Yeah, have fun with that yandere shit. This is the... You guys were talking about this last time. It's the world thing. Orb. Movements of the Earth. Has not watched Code Geass. That's crazy. On the list though. Better than 86. Sorry. Alright. This list, I give it like a 2.5, 2. You're watching Keijo. You gave 86 a 10, and I don't think it really deserves to be up there. You're a big Gintama fan though. That's cool. Always nice to see him. I can appreciate this list, but I feel like shonen shows are way too high, and you like put Sunny Boy down here, which doesn't really... I don't understand that quite so well, but solid list. I can see your taste. Good to see. Watch Chainsaw. Hey, whoa! I can't. No, do not be bullshitting people into watching Chain Soldier. I got to episode 8 and it was just time. You know, it's like, you know, you have a horse that's struggling to even carry its own weight, and you're gonna push it further. Mob Psycho's peak. Yeah, I've heard that. I haven't watched it. I read a spin-off. Where is it? Got the name. Called Mob Psycho Rain. I've seen that. I've not seen it. I've read that manga. Even though I didn't watch the show or read the original. I accidentally picked it up instead of the original manga, so I just read it. I've heard Terror in the Renaissance is like interesting. I don't know if it's good. I don't remember what's been said about it. Love a good slop anime. Personally, I just lost my place. Need a separate list just for slop. Nah, you work it in. You work it in. Like, my list has Domestic Girlfriend up pretty high. Unrightfully so at the same time, but it's just because it's funny. I don't know what to tell you. That's why I made a video on it. It's a glorified slop fest. Blood Sea is on there. I don't know what that is. That is short walk on girl. Haven't heard that. You're not gonna appreciate my list. I'm sure you're gonna have a lot of shonen. That's pretty common. Mob Psycho got incredible character writing. I think you'll love it. Yeah, I don't even know why I've put it off. I've just been watching other stuff, I guess. Terror Renaissance was decent, was awesome. That's some polarizing thoughts. Girl's Last Trip. I'm looking that up off screen. I've never heard of this. It looks interesting. Two girls navigate the ruins of civilization. Oh, that is interesting. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, we got Velen Lights. No bio, so we have no idea what they're thinking when we go into this. Favorites. Okay. I don't know what this is. Ushiro no Tora. Never heard of this one. Gino. Gangsta. Black Lagoon. Alright, this is a pretty solid favorites category. I haven't been checking the manga. This guy likes manga. Only rated a few though. Finished a lot. Only rated 3. Holy shit, has he read a good amount? I haven't heard of most of these. I think I recognize that one, but I don't. That's about it. Dolan Dorehe Doro. Okay. Alright, yeah. I got an idea now. Okay, you're watching Tasokade Hotel. I've never seen this. It's an older one, I assume? 91 days. Oh, you don't rate anime. You just watch anime. Oh, okay. Okay. We'll just get a general sense of who you are. You like anime. What is your favorite category is the question. I see a good amount of shonen on here. Some comedy, but most of this is shonen. Death Parade, not really shonen, but... Okay. A little bit of rom-com, mostly shonen. Yeah. That's cool. What's your, like, stats looking like, then? Most stats are automated. Oh, okay. You're new, so that's why it's not rated. I understand. I understand. Alright. A vagabond enjoyer. I see you. I've heard of this one. I haven't read that. Okay. So it's not ranked yet, but we'll give this profile a good 3 stars. I like their picks of anime they've seen. Some good ones in there. Watch World Trigger. Okay. What's the website called? This one's AniList. Yeah. Yeah, they do like, yeah, okay. Super nerd, you hit it on the money. Gotta work in that slop. Sometimes slop anime just brings me back to happier times. Yeah. You can turn your brain off and just really enjoy it for what it is. David, put it in the submission category. Favorite non-anime show? I really have to think about that. I don't remember the last time. Shogun was good. That was the most recent one I've watched. That's probably... I don't know. I'd have to really think. How's it going, Nicholas? Good to see you. It's going pretty good here. 3 out of 5? Yeah, 3 stars out of 5. I like what they picked. I don't know where they're putting all this shit, like, rating-wise, so that's why it's 3. It's a even. It's like a C. So I'm rewatching Queen's Blade and the memories are returning to me. Season 1 I give a 7.5, season 2 7, 3 6. Okay. Shogun was crazy. Yeah. It was pretty good. I liked it. But yeah, I don't know what my favorite one is. I really should watch more normal shows, but they're just not that good sometimes. Okay, you have a lot of currently watching. Torturing myself to the bitter end. No matter how bad the anime, I must push forward. After all, this is my choice and my choice alone. I cannot drop anything. Okay. You're committed. You have no favorites. Let's see what your list is looking like. We're gonna ignore all this because you haven't finished it. There's a lot of stuff in here that you haven't even watched an episode, but... Oh, by the way, Seito Kai, Yaku Indomo, this is funny. I did enjoy that one. I don't know how many people have seen it. You have literally 4 of the ones you're watching, is that? Okay. You just put it on here sometimes, I assume. In the middle of Steins Gate 0. Alright. Moving on. Oh. We got a weird order. I gotta go through your planning first. Watching with the boys. Adult pile. Oh god. You have this categorized. This guy's a boomer. I recommend Always... Oh, sorry. Yeah, I did watch Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I watched all of it. I did that this summer, actually. Thanks for reminding me. That's one of the best dark comedies. Futurama, I've seen a little bit of that. Not a big fan. I've watched regular show Adventure Time. I grew up during that period. Kaguya-sama. Okay. Okay. We're just gonna skip through your planning because you have a fuck ton. This is a ton. Holy shit. I don't even know what is this? Some of these are like all the same show. This looks like, not hentai, but close to it. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I've never heard of this. Alright, never mind. It just seems like an old ass shonen. Cute girls doing cute things. That's an interesting category. It's crazy. I've seen 200 plus anime. Yeah. I've seen a fuck ton of anime. I have not heard of some of these. So You're Under Arrest. That was that show. He has all of that on his watching list. Or sorry, planning list. The Glenn Logan on here. Hasn't watched that yet. Okay. Okay, this is the completed. There is no 10s. That's an interesting choice, but we can roll with that. He has Made in the Abyss. Is this season 2? Yeah. Okay, you liked season 2. Alright. Maybe it was season 3 that people didn't like? I don't know. Okay, whatever. You have season 2 up here. You have this one, I forget the name. Yutsu? Haruhi? The Haruhi show where there's some episodes that are like all the same or something. I forget how it goes. I haven't seen this. Melancholy of... yeah. Girls in Panzer. Okay. I can get behind this. Being up here. I hate this show. I thought it was boring as shit. World only God knows. I don't even know how you got through it. I was desperate to get through. It took me forever. Amaga, I have not heard of that. Midaka Pokusu, not heard of that. Haven't, yeah, okay. For some reason these are above Steins Gate, which is interesting. I don't know how Girls in Panzer can be above Steins Gate. That's an interesting decision to make. I think this is the How to Raise a Girlfriend? Yeah, How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend. Watch one episode of that, fucking dropped it real quick. 8.7 is crazy for that. I don't know how you could do that. Holy shit. You really like girls where only God knows. You enjoyer. You're some slop enjoyer. Holy fuck. You have a mysterious girlfriend on here. Wow. Okay. I'm building a bias for you at this point. I can see what you like. I can understand you now. Yeah, she was. He was the face of the 2000s. Yeah. Summertime Rendering was on some crazy channel like Disney Plus. Really? Does Steins Gate have hot girls in tanks? Well, okay. Alright. I guess this isn't a critical list. Are we going off enjoyment factor only? Maybe then you can make an argument. Maybe then you can only... Yeah, maybe you can make an argument then. Girls in tanks are better than anything else. Rosen Boomer, he's a gooner. Yeah, we're... Change the B to a G. Change the M to an N. I think you're 30. That's my guess. Steins Gate does have a dating sim spinoff. You got a point there. You liked Boring Girlfriend? No way, super nerd. Like, I like otaku culture, but like, it wasn't that good. The first episode, I was already like, I know what this is and where it's going, and I'm not that interested. I gotta have some spice to it. Domestic Girlfriend, dude. I'll keep rotating back to that. That is my expectation for shows. They gotta be better than Domestic Girlfriend, or as interesting as Domestic Girlfriend. I don't want to know what's gonna happen. You like Initial D though. You put Initial D up here. That's okay. What is this? See, we'll look at my brother's list later. I gotta show you guys it. It has this kind of stuff on it. I'm in love with the villainous. Actually, my fiance watched this and she liked it. These are just shows I would never think to watch. This is another How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend. Okay. A salad bowl. Okay, of eccentrics. Henjin. Oh, that's what it said. Not heard of that one. You got some interesting shows. I've heard of this one. Yeah, I can see why you're watching Seito Kaidomo then. Nichijo's on here. I'm glad to see that. I do not know why this is this high though. World that only God knows. I don't know why it's up there. You liked this. Oh. You got a comment? Is this Dragon's Dogma? No. Okay, good. Alright, I can understand it now. Crazy ReZeros this low when you have World Only God Knows up there. This is an interesting list. I'm not really following this is some interesting shit. You definitely like your 2000s animes. But you like keep up. This guy's been watching consistently seasonals. No way. This is Gooner. Yup. Okay. Okay. I don't 7.5 for that one. This show's boring, by the way. Season 2 is way worse, but season 1 was okay. Yep. You put up 1 point down. Well, half a 1 percentage. That's crazy. Chain Soldier's not a 7.5. What is going on here? You cannot. Look at that 3. That's what we want. Oh, my friend is planning to watch this show. Okay. This show I did not like. It's like the angel and it was in English. Foolish angel dances with the devil. I guess that's the name. Haibane Renmei cannot be this low with some of this stuff up here. I can't believe it. What is this? Strike Witches? Never heard of that. Elfin Lied's on here. Wow. You finished these, haven't rated them yet. I don't really think you have to. Huh? Wow. Lowest is a 3. I've never heard of this. Huh. This has been interesting. You really like rom-coms. I can tell. I can really tell that. You like girls, and you like romance, and you like comedy. That's most of this list. A little bit of like shonen, seinen stuff is mixed in. But you really like rom-coms. I've never seen Strike Witches. You're gonna have to fill me in on that later. Chain Soldiers an 8? Holy fuck, guys. Come on now. Please don't do that to me. There's no way you think Chain Soldiers an 8. There's absolutely no way. Season 2 is coming? No way how did they get greenlit? Hold on. You're kidding. You're not fucking kidding. What the hell? Was it really that popular? I thought I was like the only person watching this when I was. Wow. You know, fine. I don't think it needs a sequel. I didn't even finish the show. Obviously, I'm not the only one with opinions on this planet, so apparently there were people that liked it a lot. The OG Tsukihime, I don't even know what that is, but it looked like it shouldn't be that low. Found High Body and anime to be a little overrated. It is slow, and it's not the greatest, but I like the characters, so that's why I liked it. But I don't think it deserves to be that high, but given where it's at, there's a lot of 7s on this list, by the way. Most of these things are 7. It's fine here. I think that's fine, but the fact that like Chain Soldiers above it fucking bothers me. Why is this above this? Why is, you know, let's fucking see. I don't know. Yeah, World Only God Knows. Why is that above most of the shit on this list? Like Cowboy Bebop is lower than A World Only God Knows. That's a sin. That is a fucking sin. I respect him for like unapologetically just being like, fuck what everyone thinks is good. I'm just gonna make my own decisions here. I do respect that. You're past your etchy phase. Did Giguk made a video on Chain Soldier? No way. Gooning is greater than story. What else can you say? You know, if you're sexually repressed, that sometimes does happen. Yeah, everyone's list is objective. I thought, you know, he might put on the list, sorry, I don't care, for his bio. You know, most people alert you how they're gonna rate things, but yeah, okay. He's got more categories though. He set up categories, which is interesting. This is the movie section, and Girls in Panzer are back at it again. I don't know what this is. What is this? He likes otaku culture, I guess. Never heard of that. Haruhi movie. More Girls in Panzer. I can respect the Girls in Panzer grind. You did not like Bunny Girl Senpai, okay. I guess we'll have to live with that. As are like some of his lowest scores are 6s, so that means he really didn't like it. Completed ONA. That's not an ONA, but okay. Yeah, I don't know any of these. These are some offshoots. Promotional videos, stuff like that. Completed OVA. What was this category? ONA. Oh, okay. That makes sense. OVA. Golden Boy's on here. He liked Golden Boy. Here's where the 10s are at. Holy fuck. You like Carnival Phantasm. That's your number. Okay. We gotta... Hold on. I think that's the first 10 I've seen on this list. Okay, he gave Melancholy a 10, the movie. But then the other one's Carnival Phantasm, and followed by Carnival Phantasm. Big Carnival Phantasm fan. Wow. More Girls in Panzers. Holy. Holy hell. World Only God Knows again. Wow. That's a lot to process. This is a list. More of the strike team thing. Oh, yep. Mars of Destruction's on here, of course. This is another one. I forget what this one's called. Heaven's Skelter Heaven. You watched that? Okay. I feel bad for you for watching that one. Yeah. That's okay. Completed specials. Yeah, more Girls in Panzer, of course. More Carnival Phantasm, of course. Wow, okay. We gotta process this. So you've watched these with your boys. That's what I'm gonna go in thinking. Or you're going to watch them with the boys, it looks like, because they haven't been watched yet. This list is wild. Yeah, this is the craziest one I've seen yet. Yeah, Bunny Girl Senpai is good. I don't understand why it's so low. I mean, 6 isn't that low, but that's his lowest score. So it is low. You guys goon together. You want to watch Initial D together, which is normal, and some Gundam. Well, like, imagine the switch up. Imagine the switch up. You and the boys watch some Gundam. You and the boys watch Initial D, and then you watch Kiss Sis. That is a crazy 180. That is, I don't even know what this is. I can just tell. There's a tell. Yuri. It's Yuri. And Femboy. We got the Femboy tag. That's great. That's great. Wow, what a list. There's a lot of Gundam. You like Gundam. Or you at least want to like Gundam, because a lot of it's not watched. And an Initial D. Yeah, I really got to point out the fact that there's a bunch of Gundam and Initial D to watch with the boys, and then Kiss Sis. And then whatever this is. I've never heard of that. You know, take it how it will. Alright, that's the adult section. We gotta go past that for YouTube purposes. Yeah. Oh, this is ass. You watched this? This is terrible. At least you knew it terrible. You gave it a 2.3. So was this. This is terrible. You gave it a 6 though. What the fuck? Why? How could you give that a 6? Okay. I've made my decision. I'm giving him a 3 stars out of 5 because I like how unapologetically he puts what he likes at the top. Even if I disagree with it. But holy hell, some of your takes are fucking crazy. I cannot believe, I cannot fathom a world where some of this stuff does not deserve to be like above Cowboy Bebop or like anything else, dude. It's crazy. Some interesting decisions, but at the end of the day, they're your decisions. Looks like you like manga too. Yeah, you're planning a lot, I guess. You've completed 7. And some interesting manga to complete. You got Type Moon stuff. Just like Type Moon, we could tell. Alright, I gotta pull up the rest of them now. That was hentai. That was definitely hentai. That's why we skipped past it. Couldn't get into the Discord. My bad, Rahelio. If you can't, I think maybe you can link it here. Link it in the comments or something. That's a 5 out of 5 list. Hey. In its own way, sure. In its own way. My opinion on it will not change. Consume anime, you know, you either play WoW or you watch anime, or you do both and you fail at both. WoW takes a lot of time, that's why I've never bothered to play it. If I watched One Piece, what's your opinion? I have not watched One Piece, I have read One Piece. I like the story, but I will never watch the anime. I just don't like it. All right. Damn, a lot of you guys submitted. Holy hell. I'm going to have to start going faster now. Because that's a lot. All right, I'm pulling them all up. If we don't get to all of them, we'll just do another one. Do this another week. Don't want to rush it, you know? Go easy on me. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. We'll get to that later, I guess. Some of you have interesting profile pictures. Yours is stylized, one of yours. Okay. And there are a lot here. Alright, we're gonna start at the beginning. Second stream. I do this every week, so every Wednesday. Oh no. Damn, it's 5 a.m. where you are? Fuck, dude. All that list was missing is Chain Soldier. It did. Oh, 100% it did. Did you not see it above? What was it above? It was above. I think it was above Cowboy Bebop. Yosogi, yeah, Sora was on there. It was in the hentai category because he had one set up. Nicholas, you can use AniList or Mal. I use AniList, so I think it's better. The hentai was a 10, no question. Alright, I'll give him credit. The balls to put that on your AniList is something. Just unapologetically, I have a hentai category. Alright. We're on Elif's now. I don't know if Elif's still here. So, if you are, feel free to defend anything. No bio. No favorites. Not much watched, actually. You're watching Zenchu, you're watching, I've heard of this one, Honey Lemon Soda. You're watching, this is great. I like this season 2, it's way better than season 1. Okay. So, the 90s Berserk at almost a 10, which I can understand. I wasn't a big fan of it, but, you know, I don't really have a reason why. I just didn't, I want to see more from Berserk, like an animation, but obviously it was made back in the day. I don't even think this is 90, it might be 88, 98. Okay. FMA, Cowboy, Freeman, Parasite fan, Azumanga Daioh fan. Okay, everything seems normal. You told me about this one last week, I think. Alright, Kimi no Todoke's on here. I like this. I like this, Elif. I haven't seen this. This is the one where they go to Antarctica, right? Elif's here. I'm a fangirl of the manga. Okay. Brand new list. Okay, Elif. Soul leveling. So you're a fangirl for the soul leveling. Okay. Venny, you don't like solo leveling? Come on, man. You have to admit, in the scope of a shonen show, aka things that are predictable, that's what shonen is, it's pretty fucking fun to watch. Plus the animation's good. Watch the Antarctica one? Alright, I'll add this one to my list. I'm planning it. Okay. I think my brother watched it. No. Liam has not watched it yet. Solo leveling reminded me so much of how in the second episode he got hot, kind of like in Parasite. I haven't watched Parasite. It looks like I should, though. Hello, average guy. Welcome back. No worries about not being here. It's all good. Okay. I like your list so far. And we're just at the peak of it. You're got reincarnated by slime fan. Understand that. This is looking like a 5. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm a big fan of everything I'm seeing right now. Feels very well put together. So leveling an 8 the first season, that's okay. I think I put it lower, but I think it's fine where it is. Code Geass season 1. Hellsing, okay. I agree with all of this, really. I haven't seen all of these, but I think they're all in a relatively good position. Digimon! You're a Digimon watcher! Oh my gosh, that brings back memories. I haven't thought of Digimon for years. Dress Up Darling. Okay. Gantz. You're a Gantz enjoyer. Still need to watch it. There's a guy that keeps telling me to watch it in the comment section. I'll see him every few weeks. I feel bad because I keep telling him I'll do it, but I just haven't watched the show yet, so I can't make a video on it. What is this? I think I've seen this before. Oh yeah, I have. Okay, it's the defense girl. Okay. What is this? Mahadomatic? I haven't heard of this. You liked it though. It looks cutesy. Oh, are they the robot maids? Okay. I've seen clips of that. What is this? Sakamoto? Haven't you heard I'm Sakamoto? Okay. This is a good list. I'm giving it a 5. 5 stars on this one. Holy. I have not heard of this. Life with an ordinary guy who reincarnated into a total fantasy knockout. Interesting. Didn't like it though. You gave it a 2. Yeah, this is a good list. Pause this. I don't even know what this is. Magic Knight. It's an older show. Dropped. You dropped stuff that's understand. Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay. Is this the original? MF on here. Yeah, okay. Place further than the universe. I cry every time. Is it okay? Yeah, I haven't seen it. I've been told multiple times to watch it. Hello, Paint-Based Punk. Welcome. Thank you for the euro. Shield Heroes on here. In my 30s, so old, badly drawn anime is my jam. I understand that. There is some beauty in the style, like Akira. Anything really that's hand drawn, like super hand drawn. That's why I like Miyazaki's movies so much. He really kept that style alive. Gantz of 5. I've heard it's like good though. I mean, he put it out as a 5, so it stands by that. But I've heard it's a good, you know, thing about talking about humanity. There's probably, obviously, I think Devilman probably did it better. I don't know. I haven't read Gantz and I haven't watched Gantz, so probably should. So like, if you're really stylized shoujo, watch Karekana. Okay. Karekana. Oh, His and Her Circumstances. I think I've heard about this one. What's the music? I got Nintendo music playing. It's the 3DS camera music, so. Yeah. I used to play Stream Beats, but they're not always the best, so I just put that on. Azumanga Dial's only. Hey man, I told you we're gonna play Azumanga Fighter. It won't be today, but it's gonna be played on this machine. I built it just for that. Gantz is pretty good, very violent. Gantz manga's great. Anime started out good, but it dropped off very fast. Yeah, that's what I've heard about the anime. Oh, there's a DMC anime coming out? Yeah, Saki Rattles. That is a throwback. Okay, yeah, Elif, I love your list. Great shit. First five star list. You're earning all the points for that one. Deserved. Okay, we got Gino here. Unfinished profile, that's okay. Likes manga, books, cinema, games, architecture, baroque? I don't know what that is. Sculpture, painting, and video essays. Good thing, yeah. I got a Pinterest. All right, let's see this. You're watching Lane. I think you're done. It says you're done, yeah. Go check out manga lists and favorites, Mr. Sockman, and go read Goodbye Eddie. It's only one chapter. Okay. I like how you put Lane here. You said Goodbye Eddie. I'll just put. I'll bookmark that. Oh, I've heard of this one. Yeah. I'll read that. I'll read that later tonight. All right. I'll look, Gino. I'll look at your manga after this. Look at your anime first. You only got 31, so it won't be that bad. It's time for my bullshit. Alright. Lane's your top one, 9.5. That's respectable. Then Perfect Blue, End of Eva. I don't know what this is. It's a movie, though. And I'm curious to watch it at some point. That looks really interesting, the art style at least. Then Evangelion, Death Note, Chainsaw Man. This is the second time I've seen this. I'm gonna have to put on my list. Tenchi, AOT, One Punch Man fan. Okay. Let's see, AOT, JJK. Okay, you're good. You like shonen. I can see that. You like. I've heard about Blame. Is it an anime show or is it a manga show? Or sorry, a manga. Like what if I'm going to consume Blame should I be doing? I'm gonna put the manga on here at least. But yeah, sequel. Blame is a show. Okay, looks definitely like I should be reading it. I agree with your anime taste. I think everything. What the fuck is this? A reimagination of Alice in Wonderland set in modern Japan. Okay. The image is throwing me off. I've heard of this. I saw this manga. I guess I gotta read it. Cosmic Horror. I didn't even know that was a thing. Why is Kanye's song on here? What the fuck? This counts as anime? That's funny. That's funny. You watch good shonen though. I can give you that. Like, I don't dislike shonen. I think there's a time and place for it. Is this the Rebirth? Probably. Pause this. That was a good choice. Dropping Uzumaki. Pause Golden Boy. Okay. To be continued someday. I would just I wouldn't watch any more Uzumaki. I'd just read it. You like manga. I would totally read it. Do not watch the Blame anime? Okay. Definitely a manga one then. I've heard good things about the manga. Read Bibliomania. Okay. Same thing. Watch the Blame anime. I'm getting mixed signals now. Watch this song. What a song. Yeah. Good Morning is a good song. It's before Kanye went, you know, fucking insane. I still listen to his music. I'm not one to like boycott because the guy went insane. This doesn't change that he made Graduation. That meme is great. You got a lot of anime planned that are good, so you shouldn't have a hard time picking anime. I sometimes do now, but after this I probably won't because I got a good amount already. Seen that. This is Nia. Thought it was Abe. I didn't know this was a thing. I haven't heard of Nia before. Alright, I like Abe. I gotta watch this at some point. Covered most of Abe's work. At least his 3 big ones. Alright, let's look at your manga. What are these? Dropped? Wow, you dropped Parasite. Okay. A comment. These are all fair drops. That is a fair drop. High School to Dead's funny, but after a while it kind of gets old. Dropped Miyai Nikki. Fair. That's okay. Dropped Soul Leveling. That's fine. Reasonable. You don't like it, you don't like it. Look at your manga. What drove him to insanity? Too many rom-com? I like rom-com as a genre, but yeah, I can agree it's fairly saturated. You told one of your friends that Uzumaki is a Naruto spinoff? It's pretty easy to believe. I wonder how long it took him to figure that one out, that it wasn't. Okay, you're reading Berserk, One Punch Man. I don't know Korean, so I don't know what that is. Chainsaw Man. I don't know what that is. The Climber. Oh yeah, these are okay. Caught up to recent chapter. Vagabond's done though, right? Hiatus. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was finished. Okay, well, you got Vagabond, Berserk. Yeah, you're caught up to all of these. I got you. Yeah, so you told me to check out this. Blame. Okay, looks like I picked the ones I've heard about. I gotta mark Fire Punch. I've heard this is good, so. I've been meaning to cover manga. That's something I do want to start this year, so you guys just can help me get into it here. That's Tokyo Ghoul Re. Okay. Yeah, I think the manga for Tokyo Ghoul is better. Abada. I have not heard of this. Looks freaky. I like it. Uzumaki. There's a lot of, you know, good manga. I really need to get more into it. I'm going to Japan. Part of the reason one of the best parts of going is I'm gonna pick up a ton of fucking manga. And doing this should help me, like, work on my Japanese. Plus it'll, like, double as content. Can cover it. All that kind of good shit. Biomega. This looks cool. I haven't ever heard of this. Yeah, a ton of cool manga. Finished AOT. Death Note. You finished Fairy Tail. That's crazy. I read the first 15 volumes, I think. I have a box set that I bought because I liked the show so much as a kid. So I bought a box set to basically reread the chapters or what the anime. So you have the one shot of Lane on here. I see the Nightmare Fabrication. You read all of Naruto. That's good. I think it's better as a manga. I'm gonna be real. Anybody who reads manga and watches anime and hasn't seen Naruto, I would recommend doing the opposite and reading the manga. That's a one shot. Okay. More Blame. One shot. This is more Uzumaki writer or mangaka. This is a cool list. You got some good shit on here. Pause Monster and One Punch Man. This is One Punch Man, right? Yeah, I was right. Priority. Okay. Claymore. I've heard good things about that. Don Da Don. I've heard about this again. Looks like the monster mangaka almost. Akira, okay. 20th Century Boys, I've heard good stuff about that. Banana Fish. Gantz. X-Arm. I don't even know if it's the same X-Arm as the show, but every time I see X-Arm, all I think about is the fucking shit animation. Oh, this guy. My roommate's watching this show for this. Hajime no Ippo. JoJo. Yeah, that's some solid shit. Toku goes a 4 out of 10. I say the anime is. I think the manga is better. Way better. Anyone seen Babylon? I have not. Fire Punch is my favorite manga. It's not for everyone though. Okay. I'm reading Goodnight Poon Poon. Alright, so you guys gotta get on me. I need help. I need help. Every week, you have to ask me about Goodnight Poon Poon, because I'm on volume 2. I just haven't read recently. I keep not reading. And like watching anime and doing other stuff, so I need to start reading more. I have the entire series here though, so I have no reason not to read it. Just like, start ragging on me for it. I need some help. I should be able to finish it in like less than a month. It doesn't take that long. It takes me a little longer to read than normal because it's in Japanese and I'm not by any means fluent. So I have to like really process everything. So we're setting on Mao that I can just get an anime as a whole instead of separate seasons. I don't know. That would be really nice though. Anything you know in Japanese just for practice. Hajimemashite watashi wa Luku desu. Biti o sukuru. Tanoshii desu. That's enough, I think. Uzumaki manga was pretty good. Yeah, it is really good. I read it for the video because I was like, this anime sucked. Like the first episode was good, so I wanted to combine, you know, what was good about the manga with the anime and made that video on it. Junji Ito's better as a manga, or doesn't translate well into animation. I think it could, but I don't know if his stories could. I think you're right on that. Why do they split the Naruto manga? I don't know. I think that's just a thing. But I don't know. Maybe for the time skip. That's the only reason I can think. Go to the very bottom of the manga list. Okay, I will. I will, Gilo. Or Gino, sorry. I don't own all mangas I've gifted to other people. I bought all volumes. Okay. Vinland Saga, Overlord, and shit, what's the show called? Tokyo Revengers, yeah. Okay, so you own this shit. That's fucking awesome. I want to see your library shelf. Please send that to the Discord. I love how manga looks on a shelf. Mangas I've gifted to other people. Okay. Nice. You bought all these. Okay. Nice. Damn, you have all of Monster. Impressive. Okay, I'll send it. Yeah. I'm gonna check it out after this stream. I want so I'm moving soon. Obviously I'm not gonna do it. I want like a shelf when I move where the camera is back here and just start stockpiling it with like anime and manga. I just love how it looks on a shelf. I'm also a bit of a collector. I like the idea of having physical copies and shit. But yeah, oh, Gino, love the manga. I thought your anime section was pretty good too. We'll give you a 5 stars too. 5 out of 5. You were the person I'm going to go to when I want a good manga to read. because I know you'll know what to tell me. All right, it's been a while since I've been on mouse, so I gotta like figure out how to fucking navigate this thing. Ugh. 55 days watch, right on. You got Sakamoto, Hajime no Ippo, Frien right there. Okay. Okay, I think I just AniList. That's what I do. Yup. Okay. This is not in order, correct? Do score? We can sort by score, I think. Yeah, okay. Let me go to the bathroom real quick and I'll be right back. Why is no one rating Makia? I don't know what that is. I'm the manga guy. Yes, you are, Gino. Yeah, I'll be right back. This is Starimas. I don't know if you're still here. Welcome back, nerd. I think you're next. So we'll get to you for sure today. All right. It needs a new name. Both were after time skips. Okay. Show needed a new name, that's why they did it. Gotcha. At Elif. Yeah, you're both of the... Elif and Gino got the 5-star ratings right now. Okay. Starmias, let's see. Fighting Spirit. So you're a big fan of this. My roommate likes it. Haven't seen it personally, so 10, okay. You put Clannad in after story 10. I can respect it. Especially if you like Slice of Life, you can get through Clannad pretty easily. I thought it was good. I don't know if I put it as a 10. After story, I can understand as a 10. You're a Hunter x Hunter fan. You like Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl. Gurren Lagann. 9, okay. Lull in the Sea, I have not seen, but I've heard about it. AOT Erased. Alright, this all makes sense right now. Great Pretender. Yeah. NGE is number 16 on your list, that's fine. Frien, a 9. You like Dr. Stone, I can tell. I have not seen Dr. Stone, so I cannot comment. Whoa, you got a ton. Fuck. Alright. Oh, this is not ranked. This is your planning. I wanna look at your bottom before we go in the middle. You haven't seen End of E? No, you have. You've watched it. You didn't rank it though. Okay. I'm curious where you'd put End of Evangelion. But Vinland Saga Season 2 as a 1. I cannot respect that. I cannot. I don't know why you did that. I gotta know. Are you here? Are you here right now? Have I read Ice and Fire books? No, I haven't. Sorry, Saki. I think there's a picture channel or like something like that. You can, Gino, you can send it there or wherever. I'm not too great at like keeping this Discord organized. You're stuck on a erased ending too much, so I rated it a 6. The ending was so-so because the manga wasn't finished, I think. I have 3 full shelves dedicated to manga. Send yours too. I want to see it. So, are there any anime only moments that were better than the manga? I'd have to think. From the ones I've read, the only thing I can say is like, if a fight was really good in the manga and they did it well in the anime, it's just as good in the anime or better. Like the Sasuke versus Naruto shit went hard as hell in Shippuden. So that's like one of the examples I can think of. But like stuff like that usually is done better in anime. But overall pacing's usually better in manga from what I've seen. Okay, but yeah. I think Starmie is not here anymore. I will say fuck you for putting Vinland Saga Season 2 in the bottom. I think there's too much hate around that just because it's not about fighting anymore. But everything else I'm seeing at the bottom makes sense. Like I can just tell from this fucking picture that it deserves to be down here. I hate the main character in Rent a Girlfriend, but I do like the show because I like the girls in it because they actually have substance. But yeah, the guy in it's a fucking gooner. He's a little bitch. So yeah, he belongs down there. We got the vending machine. I saw a few episodes of that. It's pretty bad. I've heard about this. This is a Korean show. Lookism. I almost watched it, but I didn't. Because I was using my like family Netflix, but then it was during the period like now that you can't sign in outside of like the main home, so never watched it, but it was on there. You have a lot of random rom-coms. My girlfriend is a gal. So my roommate and I were looking for a new show to watch. We finished I think we finished Slam Dunk. And we had watched like stupid like rom-coms before together. So I thought this one would be good. We watched the first episode and we just turned it off because like the first few seconds there's just so many like weird fucking jokes made and it made me laugh, but Logan, my roommate, was just like, nah, turn it off. I'm not doing this. So I've only seen one episode of this, but I think it was enough. I don't really have an inclination to go watch more of my first girlfriend's a gal, so this show sucks too. Oh my god, this had promise. It's about like a childhood friend thing. It had promise the first 3 episodes, I think, but then it just fucking fell off. It was boring. So I see that you put Domestic Girlfriend at a 4, and I cannot fault you for that either. Not everybody enjoys it as much as I did. Goblin Slayer's a 4. ReZero. Oh, season 3. You only watched 1 episode though. I don't know if I agree with this. Manta Killer. Can I make your ears happy? I fucking watched this. This is that. Yeah, that's the ASMR one. This is a terrible anime. I think it's a short. I think it's like shorts. 3 minutes per episode. Yep. That's not good. Miyaku-chan. Yeah, that belongs there. Haven't seen that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I agree with you at all, but I can agree with some of this. You love rom-coms, I can tell. You have a lot. JJK movies above the show. Okay. Edge Runners is a 6. Gleifnir's higher, but it's a 6 too, I guess. No way you put this shit above all that. This is a bad show as well. It's boring. You like Chaos Child? I guess the hard part with this is why I stopped using Mal. You only get whole numbers. It makes it hard to separate stuff a little more. Oh man, this is interesting. Darling the Franxx does not deserve this. Neither does Demon Slayer. Put him down. Look, I've said it before. Darling the Franxx ending's just bad. I don't think it's good. I don't know if you could defend it. It's just not good. And then the original Demon Slayer season, it's okay. But I think it's more of a 6. Crybaby is a 7. That's fine. Let's see. Charlotte shouldn't be that high. High School DxD as a 7. Interesting. You liked the first season. This is what I'm saying. It's the people that like the violence of the first season, and then when he like basically becomes a pacifist, they're like, I don't like this anymore. I don't know if Rising of the Shield Hero should be up here. This is something. I don't think SAO. You can argue this first season, the first part of the first season should be an 8. But you cannot argue for the second part. Good Lucky Star Enjoyer. Yeah, all right, we're back. You're Starmia? Okay. Okay. It's a solid 8. All right. I'm cool with that now. I'm cool. All right. If Vinland Saga season 2 is not that low, I'm cool now. I can rate you better. Because that just felt like a crime against humanity. ReZero's a 10, more like an 8. I can see an argument for ReZero between a 10 and a 6. I think it really depends on if you like that stuff. But I do think it's good, especially for its category. SAO needs to be lower. Again, I can see the argument for the first part, but the elf part is just, in my opinion, weird and uncomfortable at times. Yeah, that's the problem with Mal. That's why I stopped using it. But yeah, I can understand most of these being where they are. Dude, everyone had an ecchi phase. Don't worry, super nerd. You see my list, you fucking know. You hate those type of people, only understand fighting. Yeah, I'm sorry for assuming that you were one of them. But I've heard the argument so many times, especially like I doom scroll on Instagram when I'm taking a shit. And when season 2 was coming out, there was a ton of people saying like, oh, this show's trash now. It's so fucking horrible because he's not killing people. I got like, man, come on. But yeah, I'd seen it before. I thought you were one of them. Yeah, you I assume does this app do genre sorting so I know how many you've watched of a certain genre? I assume a lot of yours is, maybe it's in stats. Genres. Yeah. Okay, a lot of it's action, but everything's labeled in action. Comedy's the top one. This is a weird fucking graph. Yeah, most of these top ones are rom-com stuff. This is what I expected when I was looking through. Yeah, I fuck with it. I like the photo. Tyler the Creator with Nico. Did you watch Love Live? Are you a Love Live enjoyer? I gotta give you a star for that. Damn it. You failed me. You have Nico, and you didn't watch Love Live. Alright, I'll give you a 4. Maybe I'm being too nice, but I think a 4 is fair. Yeah, I just didn't. Yeah, it's hard to you know, sort things when you can only do whole numbers on it. My anime list. It's kind of just like a whole, you know, everything's a 7 or an 8 or whatever. But yeah, good list. Mal's archaic feeling. Yeah, that's kind of why I went to Annie list. It's what I used first. I used it for the first like 3 years. Most of my shows are only season 1 because Mal is so stupid and you get 10 options. Yeah, it's fair. Okay. That makes sense. I can understand. I understand how people didn't already get what the show was about since season 1. Yeah. For Vinland, yep. Haven't seen anyone have Soul Eater. I've seen a few. It's been on the list. I don't know if Starmia's had it. I know that somebody on Annie list did. Yeah, it's your time, official nerd. Let's hope the gods smile upon you here. 234 fucking days. Damn, I think you beat me. I thought I had a lot of days. I think you have double what I have. Yeah, you do. I have 121. You have way more than me. Okay. Dude, maybe you should be the Sock Sensei. we're gonna sort this by score. All right. You sent the pick to submissions? Awesome. But nearly 700 is wild? Yeah, this guy's a consumer. Instagram has the worst hive mind mentality? Yeah, it does, yeah. That's most social medias, though. You've beaten, yeah, you have super nerd. Dude, you almost have, think about it. A year of your life almost has been committed to solely watching anime. That's crazy. All right. Given that in mind, you have not a lot of 10s for watching that many anime. That's pretty crazy. So you got Millennium Actress, Ergo Proxy, Akira, NHK, Katana Gatari. I haven't heard of this one. I have. One of you recommended me this before. Tatami Galaxy, second season. Mushishi, Ryan April, Mushishi again, Silent Voice, Evergarden, Devilman, Owari Monogatari, Fruits Basket, Vinland Saga Season 2. Those are good 10s. I agree with all of them. I can see your point with all of them. If we go down, really far fucking down. Dude, you've been on it for I don't know how long. This is years worth of content. Holy shit, dude. How am I even gonna get through all of this? Alright. Your lowest rank is a 3. My Girlfriend is Gal is back. And Poopa. You only get... I'm surprised you put Poopa at a 3. I would have rated it lower. I think I have it at a 0.1 on my list. But understandable. I love that you put Promised Neverland at the bottom. I don't know if that was intentional, but season 2 being at the bottom, that's respectable. Yeah, not many low numbers. You seem to enjoy what you watch. In Another World with My Smartphone, interesting, haven't seen it. You seem to basically, if something comes out, there's a good chance you've watched it, is what I'm gathering. I understand solo leveling being low. I understand it's not everyone likes it. So I can live in peace with that. Redo Healer being higher though is kind of crazy, but it's in the same category of 5. I can live with that. Uzumaki, okay. I would have put it lower. Man, you have so much shit. You did not like Erased apparently. I don't know if you have an explanation for that. I assume maybe ending. Most people get a problem with the ending. I'm also surprised you finished Oni Eye. That was a terrible show. I don't even know why you gave it a 5. SAO of 5. Alright. I didn't know Terminator had an anime. This is respectable. I don't even think Suicide Squad Isekai deserves to be a 6. I maybe give that one a 3. You finished Record of Ragnarok. You even watched the second one. Holy shit. How was that? How was the slow slideshow animation? I remember making a video. It was like a short. It was on TikTok. And it was saying how Records of Ragnarok it was the biggest fuck, I got tongue twisted. The big part of the video is about how Netflix does not aptly approach anime, and that usually results in shit not getting the budget they need to make what they want. And one of my examples was Record of Ragnarok, and I showed the slideshow fight, and there was people in the comments like defending it. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. I'm like, dude, at this point you read manga. Like I'm looking at a PowerPoint. So 6. I don't know if the second season was better. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it was. You like to rate things higher, I feel like. Yeah, pretty much. Erased, I believe, was predictable as fuck. I need my mystery shows to be puzzling and engaging. Okay, that's fair. I kind of knew it was the guy that did it. Probably episode 3 or 4. They really do foreshadow it a lot. You read Solo Leveling. You watched the first season for just Salt. Okay. Records of Ragnarok, I gave too much of a chance. Okay. But you still gave it... You still gave it a 6. Alright. I think you rate things higher, normally. By norm. Is neutrals like a 6? Yeah. See, my neutrals like... I separate the whole 10 sphere. I go... 0s, it's terrible. 5, it's like, I watched it. It wasn't bad necessarily, but I will never watch it again. Anything between 5 and 0 then is more like I hated it or I had a reason to dislike it. And then anything above 5, it starts getting to the 10 where it's like I would always watch this. I'd watch it as many times as possible. Yada, yada, yada. So. Yeah. You have a lot of shonen. I mean, you're gonna have a lot of everything. You pretty much watched everything on the planet. Babylon. Someone was talking about that earlier. Blend S. Not a great show. Era Manga Sensei, not a great show. My wife is the student council president. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's gonna take me a fucking year to get through 500 anime. I have a general scope of... I mean, I have to give you 5 stars, right? You've watched 700 anime, and you've ranked them all. I mean, that takes commitment. And nothing's like outrageous. You've just clearly had your own taste and kind of rolled with it. But yeah, I mean, I have to give you 5 stars. You watched almost 700. That's unreal. That might be the most I think that anyone will watch. I don't know if anyone's beaten you. Holy. High School of the Dead's an 8? That's a crazy take. Shippuden's an 8. Yeah, you just have so much. Berserk, Naruto, Look Back. Yeah, man, damn. Just keeps going. Yeah, I think this is all reasonable. I mean, your 10s were good. Your lowest makes sense. Super Nerd, a 5-star. 6 is basically I felt nothing. That's what I thought, yeah. Gino, you're very nice. You're very nice. Nothing deserves a 0. I think there is a time. AKA like Keno Tokorozawa, which is the weird pervy dog anime ONA that I watched. I gave it a point. I gave it a 1. I gave it a 1. Based rating for High School of the Dead. Yeah, this guy fucks. This guy likes it. Alright. So, let's see. Rather break my own femur than rate a Kami ga Kill out of 6 of 10. That's some strong emotion going through your veins. I can understand. Haven't watched it, so I cannot talk though. Alright, we got time for one more. Bojms, BOJMs. We're gonna look at yours. But we will be doing this again after this one. We will be doing this not this week, but next week on Wednesday again. We'll do it. But anyway, let's look at our last list for the day. Bojms. You're in England. Sick. Whoa, we got some style. I love... This is such an old, like, Mal is just an old, like, HTML format that most people don't use anymore, but they just really didn't change it. Alright. Your top One Piece. You're a One Piece fan. I can understand. I'm not. The anime is not for me. The manga is good. But the anime is not for me. Welcome to the NHK. Makes sense. 10. Disappearance of Haruhi, or I think it's Melancholy. I guess there's different names for it. Your Name, Silent Voice, One Piece fan letter. I don't know what that is. I've seen it twice now. Beck's on here again. Naruto. These are the 9s. Okay. That's some solid 10s. I can get behind them. I didn't know there was so many people that liked the melancholy of Haruhi. And then let's look at your 1s. So you've watched almost 300 anime. That's impressive. Komi Can't Communicate is a 1. That's interesting. I didn't think it was that bad. I didn't watch it though. The girl I like Forgot Her Glasses. That's another new one. 3, that's fine. Lookism, okay. Season 3 of Rent a Girlfriend. Mortal King, Gamers. Love Tyrant, a 3. That's fair, I can understand. Dreaming Boy is a realist. Part Timer 2. Happy Marriage, Rent a Girlfriend. Yeah, FLCL alternative, I agree with this. You didn't like Kuroko basketball last game? Hold on. As an enjoyer of the mere stupidity and insanity of this one, I don't know if I agree with that. I do agree with your placement of Boruto, though. I might even put it at 3. Data Live 4, understandable. That's some slop I love to consume. Kyoka, okay. I guess that's fine. Oh, you did not like Buddy Daddies. Whoa. All right. Did not like Call of the Night either. Okay, this is you got some hot takes on this list, or at least in my opinion. Did not like Spy X Family Season 2. Did not like the Mugen Train movie. Did not like Kaguya. I don't know, maybe your 6s are like you still liked them? Melancholy is better than Disappearance. Okay. Yes, Haruhi's peak. Okay, for its time. Hyoka 4, that's wrong. I liked Hyoka. I don't... Maybe he's just not a Slice of Life fan, though. We got a Soul Eater fan. You might look... Oh, you haven't watched Kuroko? Okay, you gotta do that one. I don't know if you like sports anime. I mean, you have 700, so I didn't see everything, but... That's one of the better basketball ones. There's like 3 that are decent. 6 is average for me. Okay. Okay. So this is... I understand now. This is everything that's just like, it's good, but it's not like anything great. This all makes sense now. So 7s, you start to like it. I see that you didn't like some things that I did, but it's normal. Okay. Classroom Elite, Dr. Stone, One Piece, Spy Family. So you didn't like Season 2 of Spy Family. I can understand why it'd be a point lower than the first season, no matter where you put it. So that makes sense. Dress Up Darlene, Bochi, Hell's Paradise. Yeah, this is pretty good. I think that's a fair 7. Steins Gate. Noragami. That's a 7? Okay. Maid Sama. That's a pretty good one. Clanad. Look Back. Kaiju. I think you like Shonen. Got some high ones up here. Fate. 19. There's Kuroko's basketball. So, okay. You liked Kuroko's basketball, but didn't like the movie. I guess, you know, it's kind of sloppy, but entertaining. So I can understand, though, that you just didn't care for it. But, okay, I have to say, I don't agree with the last. Naruto Shippuden, the last. That's pretty high. I don't think it's good. But that's a personal opinion. I just thought it was really slow and boring. You liked Kuroko, but hated the movie. Yeah. I'm interested why. Was it because it was just kind of like all over the place and not worth the time? Vinland Saga 6. Yeah, you had some 6s that, like, as you said, were 6s your average, that I was a bit surprised about. Usually they're more liked. You do like sports anime? I've seen people comparing it with Haikyuu. Super nerd, yeah. I wouldn't compare Kuroko to Haikyuu just because it's a bit fucking crazy because they have superpowers almost. But yeah, it's kind of similar to Haikyuu. Naruto was my childhood, so it's all nostalgia. And yeah, Kuroko was too messy. Okay. Last game, I can understand. Last game was really messy, but it was just so fucking... It's so out there because they just upped the ante incredibly from the first few seasons, from all the seasons, that it was enjoyable for me. But I can understand not liking it. I also liked the sheer stereotype they had of Americans, and because like the Jabberwocks are supposedly 15 to 17. They all look like, I gotta show you guys this in case you haven't seen it. They all look like grown ass men. Jabberwock Kuroko. Like, this is unreal. Look at these. I'm in the way. Look at these guys. Is anything about them a fucking 15-year-old, 17-year-old? They're huge. They're fucking massive. This guy's bald. This guy's got piercings everywhere. He has some piercings. He's got a tattoo. You can't even get a tattoo until you're 18 without parent permission, I'm pretty sure. But, you know, I think it depends where you are, actually, what state. Like, they don't look like high schoolers. So I always thought that was funny as shit, but I can understand. Garden of Sinners enjoyer. Melancholy's an 8. Dandadan's a 9. FLCL. Okay. I guess I can understand. I think you like more polished products. Yeah, I'll give you a 4 out of 5 stars, I think. Also, you liked Assassination's Classroom. I don't know what you saw on it. And I know a lot of other people like it. I just didn't. I watched 5 episodes of the first season. I dropped it. It just did not grab my attention. And I don't know why. Maybe I should give it another chance. You do like Shippuden. You said nostalgia. That makes sense. I mean, I remember... I forget what they played it on. Like, what channel. I remember watching on the old box TV. Late at night. Like, probably on 7. Not that late, but when you're a kid, it feels late. They'd be playing Naruto. We had this, like, Sony silver box TV in my parents' room. My brother and I would go in there and watch like original Naruto when it was coming out. We never saw it in order. We'd just catch episodes, but I can understand the nostalgia. That's part of the reason I eventually went back and like watched it all in order in high school, because I never really knew what the fuck was happening. I just knew bits and pieces. But yeah, 4 out of 5 stars, I think. I'm not gonna lie, Assassination Classroom is mid. Dude, you put it so fucking high. You have season 2 like in an yeah, you put it a 9. The last episode made me forget the rest of the show. Okay. So it's got a good ending is what you're telling me. Vinland Saga, I felt like there's too much action for me, but I haven't watched season 2. Gotcha. You might change your mind then. I think you give the first season a 5 or 6. Yeah, but you get... Okay, so you liked the ending. That was the big thing. Gotcha. Is that what... Sony Triniton? Is that what I had? Yes, dude. This is the fucking TV. This is what we had, yeah. Oh my god. That brings back memories. Yeah, this is what I remember as a kid watching shit on. We also had this one in the basement. I used to play PS2 on the black one. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Holy shit, dude. Thanks for bringing that name out. I didn't remember what they were named. That's funny. Yeah, I feel old now because I remember when my dad bought like the first HD TV we ever had, like the flat screen. It wasn't even that flat, like if you know what the first flat screens looked like. But I remember being like, holy shit, it's so big, and it's also not as heavy as these box TVs are fucking heavy. Man, that's great. I've never watched Tower of the God. That's why we're not talking about it. You should do a Tower of God video. I'll watch it. I'll go and check it out. I don't know when I'll check it out, but I will put it on my list to watch. Never saw Naruto in order. I think I used to just watch like the same 30 episodes. Yeah, whatever they had on TV at the time, that's what I saw. Watched all Naruto fillers as a kid, didn't know the difference. I never watched in order. I'm sure I caught some fillers. It does characterize the rest of the cast. I mean, they have them in different, you know, situations, but yeah, I never seen it in order. It was really good when I did see it in order, though. Do you donate to get your MAL rated? No, you can just do it. It's free. Just go to the Discord. Get killed for this, but if we're talking about shit that redeems itself because of its ending, Anohana, haven't seen it. People cry though, that's what I've been told. Watch it, season 2 is mid, season 1 is a non-stop banger. Okay, I'll watch season 1 then. Alright, Nicholas. Don't worry if it's short, that's perfectly fine. Your grandma used to have one of those. Recently got rid of it. Bought her a flat screen, she's crying tears of joy. Man, she held on that thing for years. It's been like 10 years since I've seen one of those. It's posted. Alright, nice. Alright, guys. I don't know. That's it for today. I gotta go pick up my pizza. It's ready. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I'm going to post something asking in probably a couple hours, asking if, you know, you guys still want to do 5 o'clock on Wednesday, if there's another time that works best for majority of you. It can be later or earlier, it doesn't matter, we'll figure it out. But yeah, next week, Wednesday again, probably 5 unless you guys change the time. We'll do this again. There's a lot now. A lot of you posted your submissions, so we'll start where we left off and we'll keep going, and we'll just go until we run out. Doesn't matter how long it takes. I do this every Wednesday. I'll be live Monday as well. It'll be on my other channel, Sock. We'll probably play a game with my roommate. It'll also be live on Twitch. And then, yeah, I think April is next week, isn't it? Yeah, Tuesday there's a video coming out. It's an April Fool's joke. You'll see it. Hopefully you like it. And yeah, that's it. Hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Yeah. Hopefully we'll join today again. Yeah, I hope you do. It's a pepperoni sausage pizza with onions. It's gonna be really good. Hour earlier for you EU viewers. That's fair. Yeah, I'll post and we'll do whatever the majority decides. Alright guys. I'll see you guys later. We'll start right from where we left off on Wednesday. Have a good night. Have a good week.